Good morning. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the... I think it's Mercury retrograde because Mercury retrograde starts next week. And I just couldn't get the setup right. So I moved the table and everything. And the video was blurry. I'm not sure what's going on with that either. Hopefully this one is clearer. Okay, our first card is stagnation. Oh, imagine. Unresolved issues, emotional baggage, reluctance to move on, fear of the unknown, clinging to the past, denial, and obstacles to progress. Well, see, Six of Swords in reverse. Maybe. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, there's stagnation going on here and everything in the world too. Like I said before in that previous video, the energies have shifted. They have shifted. We're almost at the end of this year. And this year is a 9-year. So 9 is the end. Well, 10 is the end, but we're at the final year of the cycle. So, and crossing that is the 8 of Cups, walking away. Walking away, that's Saturn and Pisces. 8 of Cups, abandoning plans, walking away, letting go, travel, escapism, reach limits, self-analysis, self-discovery, introspection, looking deeper, withdrawal, disappointment, looking for truth. Okay. So we're looking for the truth in the situation. That's too many cards. And let's just shuffle like this a few times. We'll get really good cards coming out. Okay, Spirit. The cards want to come out. It's I'm having camera issues. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is the subconscious. We're feeling like we might have financial loss or lack of planning. That's why we're walking away. And wasted potential, instability, greed, materialism, delayed success, insecurity. And we're feeling all this because we want to walk away from something because it's just not serving our purpose anymore. Yeah, because we're clinging to the past. But, you know, things have to change. In the past, we weren't feeling strong. See, we were vulnerable. We're full of self-doubt and we had low self-esteem and lack of confidence. We were feeling inadequate. So, and we could possibly be being bullied by even the forces to be, you know. Everybody seems to know what's best for us, you know, in nowadays society. But in our conscience, we wanted truth. We wanted truth and clarity in the situation, innovative ideas and new plans. In our head, like swords are in your head, so you don't necessarily speak about it, but you wanted new plans. You wanted intellectual ability. You wanted intellectual ability. You wanted victory and success. And you wanted to think clearly about a situation, but you thought you didn't have the strength. Consciousness, revelation, analysis, strategy, innovative, fairness, resolution, realizing the truth of your situation and stimulating people. So we're feeling like this is what we need. We need the clarity. We need the clarity. So what are we going to have to do about this? What are we going to have to do in the future moving forward to get all this clarity, walking away from the negativity and stuff that's just not serving us anymore, stuff that it's obstacles for our progress, clinging to the past, you know, fearing financial loss because we thought we didn't have the strength to continue. But you do. We see the clarity. Don't get in your head too much. The clarity is there. We know. Sometimes it's just cut your losses and move away. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit is not letting any cards out, so they really want you to think about it. And that's the end of a cycle. That's the world. I'm going to put something on there just in case. That's the world. Success, achievement, accomplishments, travel, completion, fulfillment, sense of belonging. sense of belonging and the wholeness, the end of the cycle. Didn't I say that? We're in a 9-year. You only got a couple months left. Reaching your goal, expanding horizons, physical and emotional health. All's well that ends well. Isn't that wonderful? All well that ends well. Yeah, I also have to shift this cloth. It's a little far-ended, but we'll get there. I just decided to clean up my table so I can start doing regular readings, you know? Yeah, because we all want success. We all want success and satisfaction, your influence, your power, victory, having the advantage, achievement. That's Jupiter and Leo. Saying yes to your dreams. And it's I love, that's the heart chakra. Yeah, recognition. Maybe getting recognition and good news and rewards for all your hard work. Could be fame or celebrity, well-wishing, supporters, crowds, being in the spotlight, riding high. So there you go. Now I'm awake, so I'm doing a better reading. And so what's our external influence? What is really going on with the external energies? The maybe the bullies and everything that are, you know what I mean? They're causing all this extra energy. So this was like, it kind of came out sideways, but I'm going to put it in reverse. Revealed indecision, confusion. See? There's confusion around us. Avoidance of facing reality. Denial of the truth. Fear of making decisions. Fear of making decisions. There's that fear again there. Removal of blindfold. Confrontation of issues. Okay, and our hopes and fears. In our hopes and fears, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Hopes and fears, we're fearing the wealth. Why are we fearing the wealth? Inherent stability, security. Maybe we think it's not possible, but it's there. It's there. I think 2026 is going to be a good year. And then we have the Star card. We have the Star card here. Hopelessness. Oh, in reverse, hopelessness. Oh, because there's hopelessness and despair. That's why we're fearing the 10 of Pentacles. Because we're not focused on, we're focusing on the negative, and we're lack of faith, lack of inspiration, and lack of creativity. Come on, people. You have to, in order to get success, you have to have positive thinking. You have to realize that in order to get to a better future, and sometimes in order to get to a successful future, you have to sacrifice other things. You have to spend a little bit of money. You know, like today, I ordered a camera to make better clarity of my spreads. So I can do more spreads for people, because I deleted that video. I just didn't like the quality. Anyway, it's not all about me. It's about other people as well. Maybe everyone's feeling this. Maybe that's why I got to do the reading. But the final outcome, you're going to be the emperor. You're going to be the emperor. You're going to say yes to things. And Mars and Aries, that's strength. That's stability, that's structure, protection, authority. That's your root chakra. So start at the bottom again. Do your meditations. Be strong. Be decisive. Get rid of the fear, get rid of the lack of inspiration, get rid of the lack of the boredom, and then the 10 of Pentacles will come. Yeah, it's no coincidence I put it right on top of those. See, these two are together, because in order to get wealth and abundance, you have to release this negativity, this lack of faith, this lack of inspiration. I know it's hard, but you have to. Take baby steps. One, start doing your affirmations in the morning. Wake up 10 minutes early and listen to your meditation. This is for me too. I've got out of my spiritual practice and I've got to get back into it. And yeah, be the master of your domain. Seinfeld episode. If you know, you know. I am my own authority. I have the will and the power to create my life structure. You are the author of your own story. There's no other way to put it. You are the emperor of your own story. Be dependable, be stable, be secure. And then at the bottom it has us, yeah. This is part of the problem. What's causing us to feel this lack of stability is there's seduction, there's lies, there's strictness, there's disorganization, there's prudish, moralistic person who tries to impose their values on others. Doesn't that sound familiar? Need I say more? Prudish, moralistic persons, plural, who try to impose their values on other. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. That's why we're feeling this lack. But you are the master of your life, the author of your story. You can do it. And really, do you really listen to these people? You shouldn't. Because how would they know what your life is? They have no idea. Nobody should tell you how to run your life. Like I said, one person at work, she thinks she knows everything about everything. And I just, whenever somebody asks me, I said, you know the best way to handle your situation? When so-and-so tells you to do something, do the exact opposite. You can't go wrong. I said, because they have no idea what they're talking about. Everybody laughs when I tell them that, but it's true. I take these people with a grain of salt. They're just projecting on you because their life sucks. You know what I mean? Okay, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. And supermoon. Emotions are running high. I'm reading these in the upright. Be bold. Make the first move. Cardinal moon. Cardinal sign is Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. And what's this? Aries. Huh. Is there an Aries moon coming up? Yeah, I would listen to this. Definitely. Emotions are running high. Be bold and make the first move. And look at the bigger picture. Always look at the bigger picture. Anyway, I hope this helps. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. There you go. Okay. Have a great Saturday. Hope this turns out okay. Bye. Okay, this is the spread. And remember, be the master of your domain. Seinfeld episode. If you know, you know.